The subtropical evergreen forest biome exists at mid-latitudes. The most extensive region lies in East Asia. These forests occupy a large portion of the transitional zones between the deciduous forest of northern China and the tropical forest of southeast China. Other areas occupied by the biome are Japan, southern Florida, and disjunct areas in the southern hemisphere such as southeastern Australia and New Zealand. This map shows the geographic range of this vast and unique biome. This subtropical climate has abundant rainfall, receiving more than 150 centimeters annually. During the summer months, temperature ranges between 70 and 80 degrees, while in the winter it falls between 45 and 50 degrees. As seen in the climographs of the Everglades in southern China, there is a dry season and a wet season. Drivers of this particular climate are wind and ocean currents. Prevailing trade winds bring in a substantial amount of rainfall. In southern China and Japan, the seasonal winds bring in monsoons that produce large amounts of precipitation during the summer. Hurricanes are a prominent disturbance regime in southern Florida that also bring heavy rain. This combination of abundant rainfall and moderate temperature allows the biome to produce lush, dense forests. The topography in southern Florida is relatively flat and composed of wetlands, which contain hydric soils. Florida also has areas where soils are lateritic as well as areas that are rich in organic matter. East Asia is a mountainous region that is at intermediate elevations. The soils in these areas are lateritic. Leaching of nutrients is caused by the large amounts of rainfall and the humid climate. As seen in the pictures, the soils are red in color as a result of the leaching. In southern China, dominant tree height has been found to be positively correlated to soil pH. It was found that extreme acidity is the primary factor for inhibiting forest growth. Southern China's lush dense forest with low canopies is a result of strong monsoon winds and typhoid disturbance. The subtropical evergreen forest is very rich in biodiversity of both flora and fauna. The flora found within the biome have thick waxy leaves to prevent water loss. Prominent species found here are laurels, oaks, and magnolias. The canopy is relatively dense and allows light to penetrate, resulting in well-developed and richly diverse understory vegetation. Some fauna that call the subtropical evergreen forest biome home are koala, king parrots, mandarin ducks, gibbons, and the American alligator. This biome holds cosmopolitan species such as the big cypress fox squirrel and the great-bellied squirrel, as well as endemic species, including the Florida panther and the panda, which are also listed as endangered. Many of the forest animals are adapted for vertical movement throughout the forest. There are many environmental issues within the subtropical evergreen biome. In southern China, there are many threats to diverse ecosystems, including expanding development, habitat fragmentation due to logging, agriculture such as rubber plantations, and pollution of soils and water from fertilizers. Subtropical evergreen forests have decreased by 20% between 1976 and 2003 because of rubber plantations alone. In southern Florida, invasive species such as the Burmese python have had a negative effect on the biome. This very damaging predator is firmly established and has been directly linked to the decline of many common mammal species, including large birds and their eggs, alligators, raccoons, bobcats, and rabbits. The pythons may give small laying species a positive indirect effect on recruitment, as now there is less predation in these areas because of the lack of predators. This issue is predicted to cause a major disruption in the food web. Another issue in Florida is habitat destruction. An excellent example of this is the Kissimmee River. The Army Corps of Engineers disrupted this ecosystem that was inhabited by many fish, wading birds, and wetland plants. They cut and dredged a section of the river, creating a canal and destroying the ecosystem in the process. Before finishing, they realized their mistake, and since 1999, they have been working on restoration efforts to return the 44 miles of the river back to its previous state.